Hey my friends, what's going on? It's your boy Keder on a beautiful day, my friend. So pound that for watching this video. Pow, the sun is shining on me. It's a beautiful day, my friend. So today guys, in this video I want to talk about the strangest secret that made me a millionaire. All right, so we're gonna be talking about this stuff today, guys. You know, first I learned this from one of my mentors. His name is Earl Nightingale. He actually said he learned it from Napoleon Hill, which is another one of my mentors. I read the book Think and Grow Rich. You probably have heard of that, but I want to talk to you today how I actually applied the strangest secret in my life and it changed everything. So I'm gonna give you the secret right in the beginning of this video, then we'll talk about it. All right. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you can always be notified whenever I drop new content, which I do every single day. You go hard, right? You go hard or you go home. You know what's gonna happen to yourself, guys. I can tell you can change your life. All right, so what is the strangest secret is that we become what we think about. That's it, guys. Massively powerful. We become what we think about. You know, our thoughts create our action. And once I realized that, is that in order for you to get a different result, you got to start thinking differently. So the main thing is that our thoughts, it is controlled by our action. I mean, our action control our thoughts, which give the different results that we're looking for. So if you want different results in your life, a lot of the time people are looking to change their action, not realizing the whole thing, the whole motor behind everything is from the mind. So if you want different results on the outside, you gotta control the inside, because the inside is what procreates the outside. For example, this morning is early morning as I'm making this video here. Let's say I say, hey, we're gonna eat breakfast this morning. Okay, so now it's a thought, right? What's gonna happen in order for me to eat breakfast? I'm either gonna have to cook it, all right? So I'm gonna have to either wake up and go get the ingredient, or I'm gonna have to go to the store, wherever that I can buy breakfast at, right? But it all started with the mind. It all started with me having the thought that, okay, I'm gonna have breakfast this morning. And then the action that follow through gives me the results of eating, sit down, whether I pay for my food, whether I go get it done, and I eat my food. But it all started with my mind. Now, here's what most people fail to realize. They fail to realize that we have the power to consciously choose our thoughts, which is our thinking. So when you understand that, that's where the whole power lies. Most of the time, what we do is that instead of consistently, you know, tell our mind what we want to, we just let it run on automation. So we let it run on automatic, then we start thinking about anything that the mind throws at us, and the things that we don't want to. So therefore, we don't land the results that we want to, because we don't understand that our mind is on automation. So if we want to shift our mind, we want to shift the results, first we got to shift our thinking, because once the mind shifts, what's gonna happen, the results is gonna be a whole brand new results, because we're gonna start taking a whole different action. All right, so when I wanted to start a business, for example, I had to find thoughts that would allow me to have a successful business versus the one that's not enable me to have a successful business. For example, thoughts are seed, right? When you have the right seed in your mind, you're gonna start growing the right thoughts, which is gonna bring in the right results. So when I started my own business, here's some of the thoughts that was scaring me in the beginning. And I had to flip them in order for me to have the right thoughts to create the right mindset. Number one, I was like, well, if I start my own business, it's too risky. None of my family members have started their own business. You know, it's risky. Most of the people that I know, they haven't had success. So now it's an example of putting the wrong thoughts, because once you start thinking that, oh, it's gonna be risky, you're not gonna win, guess what's gonna happen? Your thoughts will find the action to align with that mindset. Now, if you say, hey, I might go broke, right? You start thinking, well, if I start my own business on my own, I might just spend everything that I got and I go broke. In some cases, that happens. People fail in business, but it's not the thoughts that you want to keep in mind. If you want to produce something powerful, you want to start thinking differently. You know, other people might say, hey, I don't have enough money. Like yesterday, someone asked me, yo, Keder, I want to start my own business, but I don't have the income to make it happen. What can I do? For the most part, if you don't have the income, that's not the main thing you need in the beginning to start a business, you know, because you can start without income, because you can start with energy, you can start with passion, you know, whatever you after, you can start learning and start growing and then start creating an income. For the most part, most of the people that I know that creates a successful business, they all usually start with no income. They all usually start with just an idea. Right? They start with an idea and then they bring it to creation. So first, it's not the income that you want to focus on, it's the idea. And then once you have the idea, the next thing is to become resourceful. Now, how can you build, like this video that I'm shooting right now? If you've seen my previous videos, I've always wanted to make videos like this, inspire people, tell people my journey. But when I first started the journey, I didn't have a camera. I didn't have good sound quality. I was just making videos on my cell phone. It was just the idea. I started building from the idea. Then I got excited in the process and everything else that I need, right? In the future, when I make more videos in the future, they're probably gonna be a whole different next level. But again, I started from the idea that I wanted to get out there and share with people, share massively with people what's possible, what they can establish in their life. So I start thinking about the right thing. Or people will say, I don't know where to start. Go figure it out. Go find out, how do I start? Where do I start? And what do I need to do? You know, a lot of the time, people want to wait for, I'm waiting for my sponsor, or I'm waiting for my mentor. Although it's good to have those people in your life, but remember, once you become a business owner, you're going after your dream, it is your duty and your responsibility to make things happen. It is your duty and your responsibility to birth your dream, to bring it into creation. You know, not waiting for someone else to actually come and make this stuff happen for you, you know? Oh, another seed, I have a secure job. Why would I want to leave that? You know, people might start thinking, hey, you know what? I don't want to start a business because I have a secure job. Right now, I would mess that up for me if I'm not getting a paycheck every weekend, or if I'm not getting paid from someone else, you know? So, people will say, hey, maybe next year. I start next year. Right now, I'm making these videos at the end of the year, and people said next year, last year. And guess what? If you keep telling your mind, if you keep planting those seeds, this year is gonna happen, you'll see next year. Now, I'm glad that you're watching this video at the end of the year, or anytime that you're watching this video, make you understand that time doesn't matter of a decision. When you wanna change your life, like I stopped making New Year's resolution, I start making daily or when I needed resolution. Because a lot of the time what happened with people, we start tricking ourselves thinking that, hey, you know what? I'm gonna wait for January 1st and then I'm gonna start on my goal. Like if it's a fitness goal, you stay eating unhealthy, like, you know, December 20, December, you know, November, you killing it with Thanksgiving, December, you in Christmas party, you drinking, you doing all the craziness, you know, and then you say, hey, you know what? When January 1st hit, I'm gonna have a clean start. I'm gonna start over again. Why not start in December 24th, or the day that you make the decision, hey, I'm consciously gonna change things for myself or for my family? Why not start the business right now, like today, when you consciously thought about it, versus, hey, I'm gonna wait till the beginning of the year and I'm gonna start this business, or I'm gonna wait till I have everything so I can get started. See, I firmly believe that if you start shifting your time to right now versus later, because you never know the future, you will always have a much powerful impact versus waiting for a specific date or a specific time. So by planting those seeds, those are the wrong seed that you want to put in your mind. Now, they could be the right seed if you don't want to start a business. If you don't want to take your game to the next level, you can put those seeds in your mind will accommodate to the things that you're thinking. Now, let's think about what are some of the good seed that you needed to plant in your mind. Like when I started my online business and I wanted to become an entrepreneur, I wanted to be free. Those are some of the seed that I started thinking about. Yes, it is risky to start a business, but I'm gonna overcome all the obstacles you want to start thinking. Some of the right seed and the right mindset that I started adding in there is that, yeah, it might be difficult, yeah, I might fail, but I'm gonna overcome the obstacle. Like a lot of the time people have the fear, which is the fear of failure. For the most part, people don't want to fail. Like, we all want to win, we all want to succeed, we all want to be winners, baby, we want to be the best, right? But understanding that, you know, with every success comes a big amount of failure. You know, Michael Jordan says it. The reason he's one of the most successful basketball players is because he's willing to take, you know, L on all the shots, because a lot of his shots doesn't go in, but he's willing to actually take the shots until he gets really good at taking them. So therefore, people don't see the failures, but they see the one that goes in. So what I'm saying in this video is that, you know, when you overcome your obstacle, you're gonna become stronger and you're gonna become more resilient. Okay. And another idea that came to my head was, I'd rather spend my life, right, building my own business if I'm gonna build a business anyway. Because if you don't build your own, guess what? Someone else is gonna hire you to build this. There's a saying that says that if you don't have the guts to build your own business, someone else is gonna hire you to build their dream if you don't build yours. So I'd rather spend my whole life working hard to build my own business versus building somebody else. That's one of the secrets that I had realized. I started thinking that way, and the idea of freedom. Like right now, the sun is gazing on me. I'm feeling great. It's any day. I don't even know what day of the week it is. It's one day, someday. But the idea of freedom, I'm free to make this video, to do whatever I want, whenever I want, at whatever time that I want. The idea of freedom is so sexy. It's so attractive. It's so amazing. So when you start thinking of those seeds, guess what's gonna happen? You understand that, hey, the right seed is gonna produce the right fruits. Now, before you get to the fruits, there's gonna be something that must take place. And another reason is that I can make as much money out as I want. You know, nobody dictate how much that I'm worth. You go to a job, they tell you how much you're worth based on the position, not based on the person that I am. Right now, if I go to McDonald's, I get an application to become a cashier at McDonald's, I'm gonna get paid just as much as every other cashier, although they have the skill set right now to create 7 figures online. But hey, I'm getting paid for the position. I'm not getting paid for me as a person, as my capacity, as who I can become, and my potential. See, when you become an entrepreneur, you start living your dream. You're getting paid based on your potential, what you can become versus what this is, right? With the mindset staying at the job, yeah, it's stable, yeah, it's safe, but you stay there. There's no growth potential. The growth potential is only decided by the person who's the owner of the place that you went. When you're an entrepreneur, the growth potential is only decided by the amount of the exposure or where you want to go. You know, it depends on what you want, not what your employer wants out of you. Okay, so here's the thing: when you plant those seeds, okay, you change your mind, you shift the mindset, you know it's gonna bring you better results. Now when you plant a seed, there's gonna be other things that requires before you get a plant, right? You gotta water the seed, you gotta put it in the sun like gazing right now. Right? So you gotta do all these things. So that's why just having the thoughts alone is not gonna change your reality, right? So thoughts become things, right? Thoughts becomes real, but in order for your reality to shift, it takes work, all right? Which is what a lot of people don't want to hear, but it's gonna be the catalyst. So it all starts with your mind. After you think now, you need to start working. You need to water that plant in order for it to grow. You need to water that seed in order for it to grow. You need to let it be outside in the sun, right? You need to let it have its own its own food so that it can grow to a whole next level. That's what you want to start thinking. So whatever that's in your life right now that's not going on right, whatever different results that you want, whether it's weight rise, whether you want to stop smoking, or whether you want to, you want to stop drinking, whatever the case is, if you want different results, I want this video to inspire you. First thing you need to look at, not your action, you need to start looking at your thinking. Because once you can change that, my friend, once you start pounding every single day, these are the thoughts that I want to come in my mind, right? If I want to stop drinking, I'm not going to start thinking about how hard it is to stop drinking, or I can't have, oh man, it so sucks not to have my drink. I don't want to have those thoughts because it's going to lead me back into you know, the pit that I don't want to be in, right? The results that I want, it's not going to bring me there. So if I want to go towards the results that I want, first I want to start by changing what's coming in here, what I have in the mind. And once you do that, my friend, you can change your reality. You can change your world into anything that you want, because everything is possible. But it all starts with the mind, and that's why the mind is so powerful. That's why I speak so much about the mind. As you can see, the water just rise in the background, and it all started with the mind. That was magic. No, that wasn't magic. But guys, I'm just telling you, everything is possible. That was your boy Keder. If you do enjoy this video, please like it, share it, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. That was the strangest secret that changed my life. Turned everything that I started. And now I create an amazing life for myself, and I believe you can do the same. So pound that for watching this video. Pal, leave a comment down below if you've been inspired. Share it with somebody. Leave a comment on this channel, guys. I appreciate you. Subscribe. That was your boy Keder. I'll see you guys on the next video. See you guys later. So pound out for watching this video.